Hi everyone, this is Mark Repp, Technology Trainer of the Port Huron Area School District, and it's time for another tech tip. One of the questions I often get is how do you send a folder by email? An entire folder. Well, it's really not that difficult if you understand the concept of zip files. Zip files are an entire folder that you can attach to an email and send off to people, which may contain several pictures or several documents. First, I'm going to minimize my email and open up the PHASD folder from my desktop. Inside that folder, I have My Pictures. I'm going to double click on My Pictures, and you'll see that I have several picture folders. Now, the object today is I'm going to send this folder full of old pictures to a friend of mine who wanted to see all of the older pictures that I collected over the years. So what I'm going to do to send that, because as you probably know, I cannot just send the entire folder as an attachment. So what I have to do is convert that folder by right-clicking on it. The next step is to choose Send To. Then follow it over to the left or to the right, in my case to the left. I'm going to choose Compressed Zipped Folder. And what it will do is actually convert this folder into a single file. It's compressing the folder, and now as I scroll down, it's become a zip file. It's actually a folder with a zipper on it. I'll click on Old Pictures, and if I were to double click on it, you'd see that inside that zip file is actually a folder called Older Pictures, the Old Pictures folder. So I've actually taken a folder, put it inside of a file, and I can now zip that file up and attach it to an email. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to click on this folder, close it, and open up my email. Now, from my email, I'm going to click the Compose button, and I'll click on John Smith here. He's my buddy. I'll type a little message. Here are the pictures you wanted to see. And now I'm going to click my little Attach Files paperclip. I'll go to my pictures over here at the left. And as you may remember, I converted it to a zip file, so I'm looking for a file that has a zipper on it. And there it is right here. I click on Old Pictures on the zip file, then click Open. And you can see that that entire folder, as big as it is slowly being uploaded to my email and attached. It's now a zip file attachment. So now that zip file has been created and attached to my email. Now I'm going to click Send and send it off as an email. Now let's say that I had actually sent that email to myself. I'm going to do that so you can see what it would look like if I did. Okay, I've just received the email, and it has the title Old Pictures, so I click on it. And now if I were to download that, I can click Download, and as I often do with email attachments, I download them to my desktop. And you see that I'm saving the zip file as oldpictures.zip. I click Save, and now the file is being downloaded to my desktop so I can easily find it. I'm going to minimize my email, and now you can see right here that I have a zip file. Now what I'm going to do is actually open up that folder, and there are a couple of ways you can do that with a zip file. You can either right-click on it and choose Extract All. Extract is a word that a lot of people have difficulty with, but it's really not that difficult. All you have to do is choose Extract All and click Extract. What happens is it extracts, meaning that it empties out that folder, that zip file. So here you can see that Old Pictures was inside of that zip file. I'll close it. And now we have that folder right here called Old Pictures. I can double click on it, and I could actually drag this folder right on top of the other one. It would then ask me to replace it, so I'll click Yes. And now I've taken the folder that was inside of the folder, so to speak, and dragged it right on top of itself, and then basically just merged it with itself. So the zip file has now become a folder. Now guess what you can do with that zip file? Now that you're done with it, you can go to that zip file and right-click and delete it. We're now done with the zip file, and now what we can do is go to our Old Pictures folder, which has been extracted from the zip file. It's now a folder all by itself. I can open it and get to the files inside of it. If that method of extracting a zip file seems strange to you, another way to do it is to simply open up the zip file by double-clicking on it, drag the folder over to the right, and then drop the folder that's inside the zip file onto your desktop and let go. And you see that it copies all the files from within the zip file. I can now close the zip file, and you can see now if I double-click on the old pictures folder, all the pictures that were inside of it are now available to me. And again, I can drag the zip file into the recycle bin. I no longer need it. I can take the folder now that has been removed from the zip file, and I can drag it into my pictures folder or any other place where I'd like to store it. So the single zip file has now been converted over to a single folder. So that is how you take an entire folder full of pictures, email it to someone as a single file, and then how they would download and extract or drag that folder from inside the zip file onto your computer. That's the whole process. Thank you for joining me for another tech tip. I'm Mark Repp.